students, in today's class we are going to see about ligands. Okay, this is the third video of coordination compounds, and now see here ligands. Okay, what are ligands? Ions or molecules which can donate one or more a pair of electrons to a central metal atom or ion is called ligand. Ligands are what? Either ion or molecule. Ion or molecules which can donate one or more a pair of electron to central metal atom or ion is called ligands. So these ligands may be neutral, maybe it is they are the negative ions. So they donate electron to the central metal atoms. Ligands means they should have a pair of electrons. Ligands means what? They can have a pair of electron which can donate to the central metal atom here. So see here, this is NH3 here, ammonia here. On ammonia it is a neutral molecule and it has a lone pair and it can donate this electron to the central metal atom. So that's why it is what? Ligand here. Okay, so in the ligand, the atom which donate an electron pair to the central metal atom, it is called ligating atoms. What it is called? It is called ligating atoms or donor atom. Okay, so in ammonia, this nitrogen is a donor atom or ligating atom here. This is oxalato. What is this one? Oxalato here, ion. So here oxalato ion around here. It will come here, double bond. Okay, C2O4 minus 2 it is. So this is oxalato ion. In this, these two oxygen atoms are negative here and they donate electrons to the central metal atom here. So these oxygens are ligating atoms or donor atoms here. Okay, so these ligands are the ions or molecules. Ions means here this is Cl minus, this is ion and it can donate electron to the central metal atom here. So this chloride ion, it is what? Ligand here. This oxalato here, this is ion and it is also in what? Ligand here. Ligand means they should have an electron pair. Okay, so which can donate one or more a pair of electrons to a central metal atom or ion is called ligand. So these ligands, they can donate either one pair of electron or two pair of electrons here. So based on this one, these ligands are classified on the basis of number of donor atoms present in their molecule. So here we see here this nitrogen, it donates only one electron here. But this oxalato ion, it can donate a two pair of electrons here. So that's why all these ligands are classified on the basis of number of donor atoms. Number of donor atoms present in their molecules. So we will see the classification of ligands now. So ligands are classified on the basis of number of donor atoms present in their molecules. Based on diagram we have ligands, monodentate ligands, bidentate ligands, tridentate ligands, tetradentate ligands, pentadentate ligands and hexadentate ligands. Monodentate ligands means the ligands which contains only one donor atoms and can form only one coordinate bond with the central metal atom here. So it is called monodentate ligand, means they contains only one donor atoms. These ligands, they contain only one donor atoms and can form only one coordinate bond with the central metal atom. Okay, this is monodentate ligand. These monodentate ligand are further classified as neutral ligands, positive ligands and negative ligands. So these are neutral molecules which contains a lone pair. Okay, only one lone pair, that is neutral ligands, positive ligands and negative ligands. Next we have bidentate ligands. In bidentate ligands, the ligands which contain two donor atoms and can form two coordinate bond with the central metal atom are called bidentate ligands. So in these ligands, okay, in bidentate ligand, they contains two donor atoms. They contains what? Two donor atoms and can form two coordinate bond with the central atom. These bidentate ligands are either symmetrical or unsymmetrical. Symmetrical means same atoms can donate an electron and unsymmetrical, two different atoms they will donate the electron. We are going to see in detail this one on the chart. See here. Okay, so this bidentate ligand, either it is negative, either it will be what, neutral here. Next we have tridentate ligand. Tridentate ligands means the ligands which contains 3 donor atoms and can form 3 coordinate bond with the central metal atom. So it is called tridentate ligands. So the tridentate ligands are neutral, not negative. They are what, neutral only. Next, tetradentate ligands, they contains 4 donor atoms and can form 4 coordinate bond with the central metal atom. Okay, and these are of 2 types, negative and neutral tetradentate ligands. Pentadentate ligands, they contains 5 donor atoms and can form 5 coordinate bond with the central metal atom. Okay, so these pentadentate ligands are negative. They are what, only what, negative. And hexadentate ligands, they contain 6 donor atoms or 6 ligating atoms in their molecules and form 6 coordinate bond with the central atom. Okay, so these are what, hexadentate ligand. Hexadentate ligands, they have 6 donor atoms. They can donate 6 pair of electrons and can form 6 coordinate bond with the central metal atom. These are what, negative. They are only what, negative. Okay, so monodentate ligand, after what we have bidentate, tridentate, tetradentate, pentadentate and hexadentate. These are called polydentate ligands. The ligands which contain more than 1 donor atoms in their molecules, they are called polydentate ligands. So this bidentate, tridentate, tetradentate, pentadentate, these all are what, polydentate ligands. Okay, so we are going to see first about monodentate ligands. Okay. So first we will see monodentate ligands. Monodentate ligand means they are the ligands which contain 1 donor atom and can form 1 coordinate bond with the central metal atom. They are called monodentate ligands. Means they contain only 1 donor atom in their molecule and can donate only 1 pair of electron to the central metal atom. So these are of 3 types. One is neutral ligand, negative ligands and positive ligands. So what are those neutral ligands? See here, this is NH3, amine. Nitrogen is the donor atom here. Okay, amine. These are the useful ligands that we are going to use in the coordination compound. So you have to remember this one, these ligands. Neutral ligands, amine, NH3. Next, water molecule, H2O. Oxygen is a donor atom, aqua. What is it called? Aqua. Okay, ligands name remember. Amine it is AMMINE. AMINE not amine, you have to write here. Okay, aqua, water, aqua here. Carbonyl, CO. Okay, carbonyl here. Carbon is donor atom here. And it is nitrosyl. This is what, nitrosyl. Nitrogen is a donor atom. These are neutral ligands. They don't have any charge here. Either positive or negative charge don't have. These are neutral molecules. In that neutral molecules, 1 atom is a donor atom here. So what it is? Neutral ligand here. Amine, aqua, carbonyl and nitrosyl. Okay. Next we have here negative ligands. Negative ligands, all halogens here. Chloride, bromide, iodide, fluoride. So they are donor atoms. They are what? Negative ligands. Chlorido, bromido, iodido. Just you have to add O at last. Remove E and add O here. So chlorido, bromido, iodido, acetato, CH3COO minus. This is what? Acetato. Next we have here OH minus. This is called hydroxo. What it is called? Hydroxo. O minus 2 charge. This is oxo. What is it? This one? Oxo here. Next we have here NH minus 2. Imido. N3 minus. Azido. This is CO3 minus 2. Carbonato. SO4 minus 2. Sulfato. See here. This is carbonato and sulfato. These are called flacidentate ligands. Because in carbonate we have 2 donor atom actually. okay, but they can donate either one pair of electron, either two pair of electrons. So that's why they are called flax-dentate ligands, okay. So this carbonate and sulfoto, these are flax-dentate ligands. I will explain you last once again. So they can act as both monodentate also and bidentate also, this carbonato and sulfato, but these are act as monodentate ligand also. One more type is there, ambidentate ligand. That examples I have not written here. They are monodentate ligands only here, but in that molecule, like this Cn, here we have Cn minus, this is called cyano, okay. So in this cyano, this carbon also can donate an electron pair and nitrogen also can donate an electron pair here. That means it has two donor atoms, but at a time it can donate only one electron pair to the central metal atom here. Those type of ligands are called ambidentate ligands. Ambidentate ligands means the ligands which contains two donor atoms, but at a time the ligand utilize only one donor atom, okay, for the donation of electrons here. That is ambidentate ligand. So this is cyano here. Cyano means here carbon will donate an electron, and isocyano means nitrogen will donate an electron pair. That we will see last year. But these are what monodentate ligand, negative ligands these are. Next we have here positive ligands. Positive ligands are nitronium NO2 plus. It is nitronium, nitrosonium NO plus, okay, and hydrazinium NH2 NH3 plus. These are what a positive ligand. Positive ligands we are not that much going to see in detail, but this neutral and negative ligands you have to remember it, okay. These all are important ligands that we are going to see in for making coordination compounds. In alphabet nomenclature you have to remember this ligand's name, okay. Next we are going to see the bidentate ligand. Okay, see here, next we have bidentate ligand. Bidentate ligand means the ligands which contains two donor atoms and can form two coordinate bond with the central metal atom, okay. So here first we have example ethylene diamine. In short it has been written EN, okay, in short EN, ethylene diamine. How we'll remember this structure? See here, this is our molecule CH2 double bond CH2. What is this one here? This is ethene. What is this one? Ethene. Ethylene. So just remove this one bond from here and add here one NH2 here and one NH2 here, okay. So this is our ethylene diamine. How will remember ethylene? Ethylene molecule you have to remember here. That is CH2 double bond CH2. One bond remove and just add two amine group here, NH2 NH2 here. So now the name will be what here? Ethylene diamine. What is this name? Ethylene diamine here. So this is ethylene diamine, and in this ethylene diamine, these two nitrogens, okay, they donate an electron pair to the central metal atom here. Now when they are donating an electron pair to the central metal atom, they will form a ring. They will form a what? A ring here. So the bidentate or polydentate ligands, in which the atoms they attach themselves with the central atom in such a way that they form a ring, are called chelating ligands. What they are called? Chelating ligands. So this ethylene diamine, it is also called chelating ligands. So because they forms a ring here. When they forms a ring here, this compound, this is very stable. This ligand is very stable because of the formation of this ring here. So how many members ring here? This is one. Metal it is considered as a 1. Then 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5-membered ring here. And as I said that bidentate ligands are symmetrical and unsymmetrical. Symmetrical means here if you see here, if you cut this molecule here, we will get here CH2NH2, CH2NH2 here. Same type of atoms we are getting here. And donor atoms are also same here. Nitrogen here also what? Nitrogen. Here we are getting, these can cut into the equal parts here. CH2NH2 and CH2NH2. Same atoms we have here, and same number of atoms we have here. Here 2 molecules, here 2 molecules. That's why it is called symmetrical ligands here. Okay. So these symmetrical ligands we have. So that's why it is symmetrical ligands and forms 5-membered ring. Okay. And any charge is there on this one? No, it is zero charge. So these are what? Neutral ligands. So bidentate ligands, as we have written in chart, maybe they are neutral, maybe they are what? Negative. So this is negative bidentate ligand. These are also called chelating ligands because they form a ring here with the central metal atom and they are stable. 5-membered ring it has been formed here. Okay. Next we have oxalato. Oxalato. See here, this is our oxalic acid. Okay, from where? From oxalic acid. Oxalic acid formula what we had here? COOH, COOH, or we can write like this way: COOH, and here we have COOH. This is oxalic acid here. Okay, so this oxalic acid, if you open and write here, it is like this way: C double bond OOH, C double bond OOH here. Okay, so this H remove. This 2H remove, and here we will get one negative charge here. So it becomes what? Oxalato. And this oxygen negative charge, they will donate an electron to the central metal atom here. And what is this one? Bidentate ligand it is, and forms a ring. How much here? See here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here we will get 5-membered ring here. Okay, so this is also a chelating ligand here. Okay, so this is also a chelating ligand, oxalato. And how it is? Symmetrical or unsymmetrical? And this one I have written like this way: this is C double bond O, C double bond O, and it is O minus, O minus. We have that only, C double bond O, O minus, C double bond O, O minus here. Okay, so if you cut this one, we will get here C double bond O, O minus, C double bond O, O minus here. So this is an symmetrical and 5-membered ring it is. Okay, and how much charge we have? Here one negative charge, here one negative charge. So total charge on oxalato is what here? -2. How we will write this one in short? C2O4 minus 2. C2O4 minus 2 it is. So this is an oxalato. What is this one? Oxalato, bidentate ligand or chelating ligand, 5-membered ring, and this is symmetrical. What is this one? Symmetrical ligand. It has come from where? Oxalic acid, COOH, COOH. Just remove this H and it will convert into oxalato ion here. H removes charge, put here minus charge, you will get an oxalato ligand here. Okay. Next we have an important ligand, that is glycinato. Okay. Glycinato, from where it has come this glycinato? From glycine. Glycine is what? See, this is our acetic acid, CH3COH. Okay. So from this CH3, just remove one H and it becomes CH2COH. So in place of this H, we will write here NH2. What we will write here? NH2. NH2CH2COH. This is called glycine. What it is called? Glycine. Okay. NH2CH2COH. This is glycine, amino acid. What is this one? Amino acid. From this amino acid, just remove this H. Okay, remove this H, and what we will get here? NH2, CH2, COOH. COOH we can write here C double bond O, and this is what? O here. This is minus charge here. So COO minus it will be, and this is NH2. In this NH2, this nitrogen has lone pair, and on oxygen we have a minus charge here. So what we will get here? NH2, CH2, C double bond O, O minus here. This is called glycinato. What it is called? Glycinato. How we will remember? It has come from glycine. Glycine formula is what? NH2, CH2, COOH. NH2, CH2, COOH here. Okay? Glycine. What is this one? Glycine. Glycine is what? Amino acid. So first remember acetic acid. Maybe you can remember acetic acid. CH3COOH. Okay, acetic acid. From that acetic acid, just remove one hydrogen, and then it becomes what? NH2CH2COOH. Okay, and remove that H, you will get what here? Glycinato ion here. What we will get here? Glycinato ion. What is the formula? NH2CH2COO minus here, and they will form what here? They will form a ring here again here. How many members ring here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-member ring they can form here. That's why these are also what? Chelating ligands. And if you cut here, what we will get here? Here we have NH2 and here we have what? O minus ions here. So this is an unsymmetrical ligand. What is this one? Unsymmetrical ligand here. Glycinato is an unsymmetrical ligand. NH2, CH2, C double bond O minus here. So that's why unsymmetrical, and 5-membered ring here. So bidentate ligand, what is this one? Bidentate ligand, or it is also what? Chelating ligand it is. Okay, they will form 5-membered ring. What is the charge here? -1 charge. What charge we have here? -1 charge. We'll remember this one, NH2CH2COO minus. It is an glycinato. It has come from what? Glycine. Glycine formula NH2CH2COOH. Just remove H and we will get this one glycinato. Okay. Next we have here acetyl acetinato. Acetyl acetinato. Now how we remember this one? See this in here our organic chemistry, CH3C double bond O. CH3C double bond O, it is called acetyl group. Okay, and we have our acetone. Acetone formula what we have? CH3COCH3. Okay, CH3COCH3. I have open and written here. So these two you have to add here, acetyl acetinato. So this acetyl, in short it has been written ACAC. What it is mean? ACAC. One AC it is for acetyl and one AC it is for acetinato. Okay, so acetinato means what? From acetone it is. So these two hydrogen remove here. So one bond it will go with this one. Okay, one bond it will go. What we will get here? See here. This is CH3 here. Okay, C double bond O. This is our acetyl group. Next what we have? Our acetone. Acetones, two hydrogen remove. If so, one bond it will go with this one. So we will get what here? C, and this one hydrogen's bond it will go with this carbon here, this side here. So what we will get here? This is CH double bond will come here and it becomes C double bond here O and here CH3. Now this carbon it will have 5 valencies. So this bond it will go here on this oxygen. So negative charge will come here. So we will get this one. What we will get here? CH3CO. This is our acetyl group. Then next we will have what? CH. CH3 is there here. So two hydrogen bond and one bond it has come here and one bond it has come here. Okay. So that's why CH double bond C CH3 here. And here C double bond also one bond it has come on oxygen here. So we are getting this one, acetyl acetinato. Acetyl acetinato. This is a bidentate ligand. What is this one? Bidentate ligand, and it can form a ring again here. Okay, chelating ligand it is acetyl acetinato. AC here. So here how many members ring here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Totally 6-member ring it is, and it is symmetrical or unsymmetrical? It is symmetrical. If we cut here, we are getting here CH3CO, okay, and here also CH3CO here. So what is the charge here? The charge is -1. On this oxygen there is no charge here. On this oxygen we have a -1 charge here. So charge is -1. This one, so it is symmetrical. What is this one? Symmetrical and 6-member ring it is. Symmetrical and 6-member ring. So this one we can write in another way also. How we can write? See here. This is our acetyl group. Okay. So this carbon, this double bond may come this side. This double bond may come this side also. So how when this double bond it will come here, this double bond it will break and the minus charge will come on this oxygen. So it is like this way. CH3CO minus double bond will come here. Okay, so it becomes CH, and here we have what? CHC double bond will come on this carbon and this CH3. both are correct. Okay, are you getting here? Now on the acetones O, it is O, double bond O, it will be 1 2 3 4 carbon here, valency 4 here. Here also carbon valency 1 2 3 4 here. So this acetyl's double bond, it has the come here and we got negative charge. So double bond will come beside this carbon only here, and CH C double bond O CH3. Both are correct only. In these both cases also they will form 6 member ring only here. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 member ring only, and the charge will be -1 only. The charge will be what? -1. So it is acetyl acetonato. What is this one? Acetyl acetonato. This CH3CO, it is acetyl group and acetone. Both you have to just add. We will get an acetyl acetonato ligand here. Okay, it is 6 member ring and the charge is -1. Okay. So next we have phenyl acetonato. Before this what we have seen? Acetyl acetonato, and this is what? Phenyl acetonato. Same here, just see what you have to change here. In acetyl what we have written? CH3CO. In place of this CH3CO we just add pH. Okay, this is C double bond O. Again what will come here? CH double bond, here will come O negative here, and it is what? CH3. This is phenyl acetonato. Okay, phenyl acetonato, in short PHAC. Okay, so in acetyl, in place of this CH3 just add here pH. Okay, remaining same only. C double bond O, CH double bond C, and here O minus and CH3 here. So here also it is what? How many members ring here? This is if you come here and here, this is 6 member ring only. Okay, 1 2 or from here metal 1 2 3 4 5 6. How many members ring here? 6 member ring here, and it is symmetrical or unsymmetrical? This is unsymmetrical. What is this one? Unsymmetrical. If you cut from here, here we have PH C double bond O, and here we have CH3CO minus here. So we are not getting here same here. So that's why it is an unsymmetrical. What is this one? Unsymmetrical, and the charge is what here? -1 here. Okay, next we have here, this one is important, dimethyl glyoxime. Okay, dimethyl glyoxime. So how we'll remember this one? So see, remember here in organic chemistry, this CH double bond and OH, CH double bond and OH, this is called oxime. What is this called? Oxime. CH double bond and OH, it is oxime. So just remove this hydrogen. Remove this hydrogen and add in place of this hydrogen CH3 here. Okay, so again same type, take it here, one more carbon, in place of hydrogen take CH3 here. Okay, double bond and OH, and these 2 carbon add here. So we will get this one. What is this one? Dimethyl glyoxime. Dimethyl glyoxime here. Okay, so dimethyl oxime we will get here, and here in this dimethyl glyoxime, this one hydrogens remove and put one oxygen minus charge here. So we will get this one, CH3 C double bond and O minus, CH3 C double bond and OH here. So in mind keep that one, CH double bond and OH. Okay, CH double bond and OH. H remove and add CH3 here. CH double bond and OH, that is oxime. So remove H and add CH3 there. So it is CH3 C double bond and OH. One H remove, it becomes negative charge here. Similarly CH3 C double bond and OH here. Okay, so in this dimethyl glyoxime, we have one negative charge here on this oxygen. Okay, and we have 2 nitrogens here. These 2 nitrogens also have lone pairs here. Okay, and here this OH we have here. So who is the donor here? This oxygen also can donate, and this nitrogen can donate. But in this dimethyl glyoxime, there is a chance of hydrogen bonding. Okay, so if we have 2 dimethyl oxime here ligands, they can form an hydrogen bonding, and when they form hydrogen bonding, then this minus charge is not free. this minus charge will be not free here. At that case, this nitrogen and this nitrogen, they will donate an electron and forms a coordinate bond here. Okay, are you getting? So this O minus and this hydrogen, they can have an hydrogen bonding here. So in that case, these two nitrogen, they will donate an electron. Okay. So how many members ring will form here? In this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 member rings will form here, and it is an symmetrical. It is what a symmetrical ligand here. Okay. So 5 member ring and symmetrical ligand it is. So it will form one very important. We have here a coordination compound with this dimethyl glyoxime. Okay, with cobalt that we will see. Here we have compound nickel DMG twice here. Okay, this is red color complex here. In this case, how we can draw the structure here? So this see here. This is CH3 C double bond and we have here. Okay, this is our nickel central metal atom, and now here we have dimethyl glyoxide here. This is CH3. Okay, C double bond, and here we have here. Now on this nitrogen what we have here, OH group is attached here. Okay, and on this nitrogen what we have here, O minus our charge we have here. Now in this side we are taking again the same here. What we will take here, this side for this nickel here. Okay, we have here nitrogen double bond C CH3. Okay, and on this carbon one more carbon is there here, and here we have what here. Then here we have CH3, okay, then here we have a double bond, and on this nitrogen what we will take here, we have taken OH, now this side we will take O minus, what we will take here, O minus, on this nitrogen what we will take here, we will take OH here, okay, so this is our dimethyl glyoxime on the both the side here, okay. Now what will happen here, this hydrogen of this dimethyl glyoxime, it will form a hydrogen bonding with this O minus here. So here we will have an hydrogen bonding here, okay, with this one. Now similarly here down also, this hydrogen, okay, and this oxygen, they will form an hydrogen bonding here, okay, are you getting? Now this nitrogen, these two nitrogen of dimethyloxime, they will form a coordinate bond with this central metal atom. They donate an electron to the nickel here. Similarly, these two nitrogens of another dimethyl glyoxime's nitrogen, they will donate an electron to this nickel here. Okay, so this is square planar structure. What is this one? Square planar structure. But here in this case, the hydrogen bonding has formed here between hydrogen and oxygen ion here, hydrogen and oxygen ion here. Due to that, a ring is formed here. Okay, so two types of rings have formed here. This is one ring has formed here from this nickel. What we will there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5 member ring one we are getting here. Okay, 5 member ring this one. Now similarly this side if we have here, this is 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 5 member ring, this side we have here. Now because of this hydrogen bonding, here also we have one ring will form here. What is that ring here? See, this is 1 only, okay, this is 2 and this is 3, 4, 5, and this one, this nitrogen is what here? 6 here. So totally 6 member ring it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 member ring. Similarly here down also. This is 1, okay, and 2. This nitrogen is again what here? 2. This nitrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this nitrogen is what here? 6 here. So totally 6 member ring. So above and below 6 member ring will form due to the hydrogen bonding, and here it will form a 5 member ring here. So totally we have 4 rings here, 6 member 2 rings and 5 members 1 rings here. So this compound is very stable compounds because of because of the chelation here. Okay, we are getting 4 rings also and hydrogen bonding also. So this compound is very stable compound because of the presence of hydrogen bonding and due to the presence of this ring formation. Okay, so this is the complex of nickel DMG twice here. This is dimethyl glyoxymeto. Dimethyl glyoxymeto. It has come from where? Dimethyl glyoxym. Okay, dimethyl glyoxym. From there we are getting this dimethyl glyoxymeto. This is what? Bidentate ligand only. What is this one? Bidentate ligand. Okay, and charge is how much here? 1 charge only. Only 1 oxygen, we have negative charge here. So charge is 1 here. Okay. So one more we have a bidentate ligand, that is bipyridine. Okay. So here this is the structure. This is one called pyridine. This benzene ring with nitrogen, it is called pyridine. We have 2 pyridine attached, so it is called bipyridine. In these 2 nitrogen they will donate electron and they will form here what? Complex will form here. And this is bidentate ligand only. So ring will form here, 5 members ring will form here, and it is a symmetrical ligand. Okay, if you cut here, we will get here same here. This is pyridine we will get here. So it is what? Symmetrical. What is this one? Symmetrical, and it is 5-membered ring. It is how much? 5-membered ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 it is. So 5-membered ring. So this is all about bidentate ligand. Still we have tridentate, tetradentate, pentadentate and hexadentate ligand, and the problem based on these ligands we are going to solve in next video. Thank you so much for watching.